Alright folks, just a little jibber jabber about the old Dewalt. And you know, this chainsaw doesn't get much love. And you know, it's one of the heavier, 10, 12 inch chainsaws out there, right? But the one thing I can say about it, and it leaks oil, alright, like a sieve. There is ways around that. Just don't fill it up as much, right? Don't load it to the gills. And there's also a seal you might be able to find, all right? But it stays oiled pretty well, a little bit too well. But the one thing is the actual durability of this. I mean, guys, this is like, I use this with all the crappy jobs, all the, cutting this type of stuff where it's not really good for the blade, right? Now obviously it's a 12 inch, so you're not going to be using a 16 inch to cut this, but a lot of viney stuff, where it's hitting the dirt, it's just getting thrown down, dropped. I kind of just throw it in the back of my pickup. It'll stay outside at times, but you put that battery in this sucker and it always continues to perform. And I just cut really what it's made for here, 4x4s. They don't really advertise this as a pruning or for tree work type saw. Has a pretty low RPM, as the chain just doesn't, you compare this to the Makita 10 inch. Now obviously that's a 10 inch, it's going to spin a little bit faster, but even to my Makita 36 volt, the old, probably the first one, right, the first cordless, 12 inch kind of prosumer saw, right? It's part of their 36 volt platform. I don't even know if they still make that. And that thing it's a great saw too. And it's a little bit lighter than this one, even with, using 2 batteries with it. But my point being, if you're in Dewalt's platform, and you're looking for maybe a chainsaw, right? If you can get this for $129, I can tell you one thing. It's going to cut what you need it to cut for the most part. It might take a little bit longer, all right? And the most important thing is it's going to last, all right? It will last. But, I mean, this thing is really heavy. And all I have is a 4 amp hour battery in it. And it's easy to, move the chain, tighten the chain. So it has some perks to it. Now, it wouldn't be one of my first choices. Again, I think both Makita saws. Again, I don't know if they make that 36 volt, 12 inch saw anymore. And that wasn't even brushless, I don't think. I think that was brushed. Obviously, the 10 inch, even though it has a smaller bar, will outperform this saw in every way. And again, it's not much more money. I mean, and if you were lucky to get it for $109, $119, $125 during the clear out of the Makita and really all of the tool brand summer stuff, I mean, you're really happy. But it's a solid saw, guys. All right. Again, doesn't have the metal teeth on it. That's another, I mean, for something like this, again, 4x4s. And I was actually pretty surprised to cut this as easily as it did. Let's show you. Now, Baba Lou, baby, what I say. She's not bad, guys. She's not bad. And when I do upgrade the chain, I'm probably gonna go. I really like those Makita chains. I really do, but we're gonna try a different type of chain with this sucker. But Dewalt, and this thing's been ticking, guys. Like I said, I want to say this is. We looked this up last time. I want to say this is from like 2016. I got this before it actually even came to the market. It stays pretty clean too. Yeah, here it is, 2017. All right, but you see that oil? Just that oil loves to leak that oil. Somehow I gotta get some type of seal or something because it's just too much. I mean, I don't even put that much in there. There must be some kind of seal. Maybe it came with a seal. I lost it. I have no idea. But a very easy saw to maintain. Again, that's really the only bad point about this saw is the oil. And it's a little bit heavy, and its chain speed is pretty low. But yeah, it got smashed up here. It could take a beating. All right, folks, Dewalt, 20 volt. Now, are we going to see anything bigger? Right? Are we going to see a bigger saw by then? Maybe a 14-inch? Right? We know Milwaukee has a 16-inch 18 volt. Now that DeWalt has these, 21700 cell batteries really everywhere. Hopefully we'll see. I think we're going to see a new Flex Volt complete line of OPE tools. We'll have to see. But share your stories below.